So, what's up, boys? Anyways, I actually have been doing something really weird. I thought that I honestly saw this YouTuber. If you guys already know this YouTuber, Mike Thurston. I saw this guy doing 3 days a week. Of course, he's like 35, I'm like 18, so it's like a huge gap. Obviously, what he's saying is more right now, I'm not saying. But he was doing something that I kind of was like, like I looked at it and I was honestly like, nah, this doesn't work. Basically, he was training 3 days a week. I don't know how to spell days. Was training three days a week. Now I didn't say that I was gonna start this, right? So I said this like I've been doing this for about 2 weeks now, 3 weeks. I've been going to the gym like 2 times a week, 3 times a week. And crazy enough, I've been making more muscle than when I was doing like 6 times a week. And I'm actually like getting stronger as well, which is kind of it's like really weird because obviously someone can look at this and we think that, oh bro, it's obvious because of you're recovering more. But it's like it's still kind of weird. Like the whole base of this video is basically just going to be like I'm going to try and explain how recovering more is actually better than you even training more. That's just the whole purpose of the video. You can click off. Basically 3 days is the best training split one I've found so far. 6 days is honestly just infuriating. 6 days and even 4 days or 5 days, any day that's basically the whole time when you say that working out a muscle twice a week, I'm starting to look at it. I'm starting to be like, is that really what is that? Maybe in a few weeks when I'm back onto like in a few months when I'm back into my extreme fitness season. I'm not really an extreme fitness right now. Even I made a video about it. I don't think no. When I'm like at the real extreme fitness season, and I make another video saying that, oh, the best training split. Again, I've made another video basically just saying that the best training split is the one that is basically just for you. The one that you can basically just adapt to, that you can do when you're broke, when you're sad, when you're poor, when you're skinny, when you're fat, when you're lethargic, when your girlfriend what is gonna do with another guy. That's the training split for you basically. But this 3 days a week, I'm kind of looking at it and I'm like, wow, this is honestly really nice. So here's my training plan because a guy did say I should make this, right. So my current split, should be listening for this. My current split right now is on Wednesdays I do basically what I'm doing Wednesday. Okay, yeah, I do what I call my aesthetics day. So it's basically just my arms and shoulders, basically arms and shoulders. Then Thursday I do Thursday Thursday I do what I call what I do on Thursday. Okay, I don't really call it. It's just chest, back, and triceps. Chest, back, and tries. Basically, yeah. So when I'm gonna have to put actually neck training in here. So it's gonna be neck. Yeah, I'm gonna start training my neck. I feel like my neck is like if I remove my traps, my neck is just like incredibly skinny. So I'm gonna start training my neck more. So neck, arms, shoulders, and then Fridays, obviously, as you guys know, it's leg day, L. So leg day, yeah. And this Wednesday also by arms, I mean actually forearms as well, and biceps and shoulders. So it's not like it's just like biceps, no, it's biceps and forearms and also neck as well. And then this Thursday is not only like chest, back, and triceps, it's chest, like upper, lower, not really lower chest, so just upper and normal and mid chest. I don't really know the scientific term for it. And then for back is also like traps because I don't want to be skipping out on any single muscle group, even though I'm not really focusing on lifting right now. So weird is that this training split is getting me to my goal of like basically when I was younger. Actually, no, when I was younger. During this year, I hit 80 kg for 4 reps, almost about 5 reps, and I was gonna hit 85 kg for 1 rep. But I think at that point I could sort of hit 85 kg for 1 rep, but I never really did. But I think I did. I don't think I ever did. So my goal right now is to get to that 80 kg as fast as possible. And the crazy part is that 2 or 3 weeks into this, I hit 80 kg again. And what is crazy is that before I love this tutorial right now because I'm like, I guess we just like tell you guys what's happening in my life. So before, what I did was when I came back from school, basically after that whole I hit 80 kg. Oh, bird of prey. Anyways, after that goal, when I hit 8 kg back in school, right? Then I went on like 2 weeks of exam. I was barely even lifting. Even before the 2 weeks, I still like missed like 2 or 3 chest days. It was so annoying, man. I hated it. And then my guys, they were basically just like the guys who I know who don't really like take school seriously. They were basically what's up my face. Anyways, alright. So they were basically still going to the gym, and to be honest, I would honestly like that way better than I'm even going to the gym right now. So I'm going to be going to the gym, to be honest, more often. I'm gonna go to the gym even during like exam season, because 3 days a week is like, yeah, 3 days a week. Okay, sure, you can definitely do that for exam. So, but shit, that's kind of happen. So basically now, um, when I after I go back, right, during May, I came back home. May 5th, I came back home. The next week, I went to like I went to like three gym locations, three gym locations. Only one of them was actually like available, like actually real. Even though the other ones were still calling me a shit, only one of them was actually available, like from the map, if you get what I mean. And then that one that I was going to, basically like, a lot of shit that's happened right now. It's closed down. Like it was like scam. Like it was basically just very very bad. Like I live in a third world country. Like shit like this happens. So after I went to this gym, right? I went to this gym from May, so um somewhat of ending of no, not ending of June. So I remember that I made some money. I made my first dollar online during like last week of June, then July. Then I think I came to the gym after that. Yeah, I think I did or did not come to the gym after that. I can't really that has been a month since I was in my old gym, and seventh of today is July 21st. So if we track that back for 30 days, July 21st, that's like June. If you say June 21st, that's about months. Yeah, June 21st. So around like June 18 or 19, that was when I joined. So between June 18 or 19, and I started going to this gym like I came May 5th. May 5th was on I think on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday. Let me check right here on my calendar. I'm really trying to tell you guys like how I'm making so much of more muscle easier. So May 5th was, but I started going on May 11th, I would presume. So May 11th or May 12th. So I started going. So let's say May 12th. Then if this is June 21, check that out. And I went to the gym on Sunday. The day of my exhibition expire was 13th of July. So actually quite crazy. So June 13th, I actually thought I was honestly going to do for longer. So June 13th was when my first subscription like totally expired. So yeah. So that means I was still going to the gym roughly about a month. So in roughly about because of I thought it was 1 and a month. So roughly about a month, right? I'll be going to roughly about 2 months. I've gone to I've gone to four gyms right now. So let me put this as the May timeline and the June timeline. The weird thing about it is that during this May timeline, it took me about almost a month to be able to actually start getting to that weight of this thing of 80 kg, and I was going there almost six. If the gym was honestly open 7 days a week, I was just going 7 days because I just hated like I didn't hate being in my family, but it was just different. It's a whole different video basically, but I just like it was just more fun for me to go to the gym. Basically, I didn't hate my family, just more fun for me to go to the gym. But here in June, I was going some days 2 days a week, some days 1 day a week, then some days 3 or 4 days. So I think the first week I went 2 or 3 days. I was sort of like easing back into like gym lifestyle because there was like a week where I didn't go to gym at all. So during this blog, there was 1 week where I didn't go to gym at all. I was just doing like homework. I was like to save time and just work more. And then by the time I basically just got here, then I just enter into June, enter into June. So during that time, I then started going 4 days. Like the first week, I started going 4 days. Then I dipped all the way down to three, then one, and then two, and I'm easing back into three. I did three last week, so I'm gonna do three again this week because I kind of like that. It's easy, it's nice, and I can just make gains on a normal. I built a whole fitness app so like I can just make gains easily. Even on fitness app is totally free. Link below, boom down. You can just watch the video. Maybe after I don't watch it, you just go and get it. So after I actually got to this whole May 5 to 6 times a week, and in June 4, 3, 2, 1 time a week. It was sort of weird because I got to 80 kg bench press faster here doing 3 days a week than I did here. And I know it's just like the basic answer just because of I was recovering more. But why? Some people, it's like I think this is the weird thing about us beginners in gym. Some people like, oh no, I'm not a beginner. I want to be training in the gym for 6 months and I can probably bench more than you. So maybe I can, but yeah. So in my first 6 months of benching, I basically got to like 85 kg. So I got to 180 kg bench. Anyway, so it's kind of weird because my next of and doing straight train neck. So it's kind of weird because of every beginner when we all start, we always want to go to the gym as much as possible. 5, 6, some of us maybe even 7 days a week. We want to go to the gym for like 2 or 3 times when you do like martial arts and weightlifting, and then you want to do maybe some cardio afterwards. Like it is fun. Don't get me wrong. This is like an extreme season kind of fun. But if we're just talking about maximizing muscle growth as much as possible, I honestly think that spending less time, I think probably 4 days a week, for me, is like I don't like doing upper and lower on both days. Like if I study now, how can I squeeze in 3 days a week? Should people tell me some weird shit like, oh, train legs and chest on the same day, then do chest and arms on the same day, which is disgust. I will never do. If I do chest and arms, it's like I'm adapting and I hate that. I don't like doing chest and arms on the same day. I don't like doing legs and any other upper body on the same day. I don't like doing that. It's disgusting. It's weird. So basically, I also just be better with a whole back day. If I did a whole back day, it would be nice, but I can't even get used to a whole back day. But I just look at it, I just like, okay, what do I like? I like going 3 or 6 times a week. That's nothing in between. I've tried 5 days a week, and 5 days a week, to be honest, is choking for me because I have to try and like get everything done in between it. And then sometimes I'm not making like as much gains in my legs because of I'm making gains in my leg, but I feel kind of bad because I'm not doing 2 times a week of legs. I can do 2 times a week of the arm day and the chest day, so that's four. They just leave one for legs, which I don't like. And then if I do 6 days a week, it is kind of nice, but then like the funds, not even about the funds, but let's say funds are all taken care of, right? They sort of are, let's say funds are all taken care of, and then it's just me training. You tell me, okay, you can train that you want any time that you want 6 days a week, and your gym is close by to you. I'm honestly just go 6 days a week, 6 days a week, going down because of my gym right now. I still have to walk all the way there. I know they're gonna say pick a closer gym. My closer gym has been broken down, so it's like gotta pick this one that's a little bit farther, right? So like the purpose of this whole video is just trying to say that you should try this 3 days a week plan, man. I'm telling you, it might honestly, to be honest, work for you. I know you might be thinking that okay, this guy is weird. At the end of the day, do what you want to do, man. Do what you want to do. If you get burnt, come and tell me in the comments below that you get burnt. Like DM me privately that you got burnt. And if you don't, DM me privately again and just tell me that. Just kind of comment just saying that, oh guys, I tried 4 5 times a week, this is where I feel best, and I just like, okay, sure, cool. That's it. For me, I'm the kind of guy that likes to like mix around, okay? Because basically, I'm over here going into the forest and doing that kind of shit, and now come back and tell you guys, all right, this is what works and this is what doesn't work. I've tried 6, I've tried 5, I've tried 4, I've tried 3, and I've tried 2 times a week, and I've tried just basically home workouts at 6 days a week as well. I think I've also tried home workouts for. I've not really tried home workouts for 4 3 days a week. I've tried home workouts definitely 6 days a week, the longest. That's what I can remember. That's what I can remember. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not as bad as fitness influencers say it out to be. There's no magic day that you're going to feel the best, to be very honest. Like, anybody who says that, oh, this is not what Jeff Nippon says for like best science recovery, I'm almost looking at it like, I don't want to say this because I'm not big, but like, Jeff Nippon isn't that big, guys. Like, no, in terms of like fitness creator, he's big, but like in terms of like size, he's also like quite big as well. I can't lie to you. But, but I don't want to listen to someone like Jeff Nippon. I definitely can to know. I definitely want to know like about the whole science and stuff. But it's also like, yeah, but like I just want to make gains. I don't want to, I'm not a science nerd. I am sort of a nerd for me to break all this down. I am sort of a nerd, but I'm also not a nerd, right? Because I mean, so where I feel best is either 3 days a week or 6 days a week. Because both of these times I can't do legs on the day, and I can also train legs for as long as I want, as hard as I want. Basically, if you're talking about 3 days a week, I go as hard as I can. Like I go like 3 or 4 sets to failure for like this thing. For my triceps alone, I go like 3 sets for triceps. So if I was doing 6 days a week, I would go double of that amount for triceps. And recovery is actually less. When I'm doing 6 days a week, I actually like I stall more on my bench, and I still have to wait the other week to then still hit my bench press. It's like if I'm training bench, or like if I'm doing the 6 days a week, I'm training bench on Mondays and Thursdays, right? Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, that's like enough. That's enough this in range. So I'm training chest on Monday, and on Thursday. This is what I was doing for when I was doing 5 days a week. My recovery was honestly, it was quite hard for me to push higher than, let's say if I got let's say, because when I was starting out, my PR was 70 kg when I was starting out. Now it's like 75 or 80. I tried to do 80 last week, and I almost got it. Like when I the first time I did it, the guy who was supporting me, like, it's no, don't worry, let me know, even start to cope. So when I did this so I did 70 kg, right? But on a Thursday, when I was trying to hit hit past 70 kg. Getting to 70 kg was already hard on a Thursday, right? And then getting past 70 kg was even 71, 72, 75, 70, 73, 75, because I was like 75. It was almost impossible. I don't think I ever did that. And I was bulking, right? Because I had recently just cut down from 68 to 57 kg. And then I then bulked up back again to 68 kg. So it was like I cut down all my fat, and then I bulked up again, and then my strength was going fast. Like everybody was complimenting me, bro, yes, you are starting to get bigger, you're starting to look bigger. You're starting to get stronger. Everybody just telling me that, like complimenting me. And like there's always a truth to a joke, right? Because I always laugh about it. But there's always a truth to a joke, right? And that was the truth, was I was actually getting bigger and stronger. Okay. But if you just want to maximize that, you just want to maximize getting your bench press as high as possible, I would also tell you, bro, just go 3 days a week, man. Just go 3 days a week. This is where I found that my bench doesn't stall, so I can pick a day like Monday, just do chest, and then that's all for the whole week. I do When I do for my chest, I just do like, and it's because of I'm also be still making new begins as well. That's because I haven't passed three. Oh, it's not like that. I haven't passed 3 days. I haven't passed 3 years of lifting, right? I'm still like, this is my first year of lifting. Last year I was going off and on, like in like 4 to 6 months. I would only go for like 2 or 3 months of actually like lifting, and that was barely even lifting. I was basically doing home workouts and calisthenics, right? So this is my actual first year of lifting, like consistently. First day of lifting. Last year was my first day of actual training, so doing like home workouts and calisthenics. So I've only been training for about almost 2 years. That's when I've actually been like exercising. So like I'm still in like the new begins era. So new begins in the sense that if you've not been training for anything less than 3 years, we're still in the new begin zone. We're still in the zone where we can get off, we can like have bad sleep. This is gonna be different if you're like above like 20, maybe like if you're above 18. I don't know about 19 and 20, okay. I've not really reached that age. I'm still 18. But I've realized that as young as we are now, if you're below 18 for me, you can like sleep late and wake up the next day, and you're not gonna be like, sure, your test will tank, obviously, and you will wake up feeling like moody. By the way, when you wake up feeling moody, it's not because of like, it's just because of your testosterone has tanks. When you sleep bad, your testosterone tanks. You as a natural, your testosterone is more like likely to like dip and rise at any given point. Basically, that's a whole different topic. But now that we are young, we can actually make as much gains as possible. This is where most YouTubers, when you see them, they tell you that they always bulk during when they are young. I know you might think that, oh, I want to like go away from that. You might think that, oh no, I want to be different. I don't want to bulk when I'm younger. But I'm telling you, sorry, the older you are, the harder it is for you to bulk. The older you are, the harder it is for you to reach a new PR, a new weight. So why don't we just maximize as much gains as we can right now? Now, again, I might still come back on 6 days a week. That's if I even have funds. I might still go back on 6 days a week. Might just pay like a full monthly plan for my gym. But also for six days a week. It would be very nice to do that, to be honest. It would be honestly very, 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 very nice to do that. But I found when I want to just increase my chest, my bench, my weight, even how much of muscle I even like build. Because of think about it, who builds more muscle? The guy who trains more and he only has like 2 or 3 days to recover, so he's basically going to the gym fatigued. Or the guy who only he goes to the gym less, but every time he goes to the gym, he trains a bit harder than this guy. Because when you're going 6 days a week, you're not going to train as hard as because of that another day is coming. If you don't hit this, you might be like, man, if I don't hit this weight, that's all. For me, when I'm on my pre-show calls and I can't hit the weight, I try my hardest. Like people, like you can generally take like 5 to 8 seconds. I'll be trying to call a weight up. I'll do it slowly. Not like I'm not trying to do slow. I'm also trying to get like as much good form as I can, and I still won't hit the weight, and I'll be so bummed out because I'm like, I just want to hit 8 reps and then get to the next weight. Boom, done. My philosophy is basically just when I get to 8 reps, I just hit the next week and then done. Next week, next week, next week, next week. And I beat the whole fitness app. So basically, like the progressive overload, I don't even need to think about it. It just tells me like what weight to hit next, and I just hit that weight and I move. It is so easy, man. I'm making games on literal like what's that word? I'm making games on autopilot right now. So just bro, go get the app fitness app right now. It's literally down below. I'm telling you, it's honestly like it's still I know it's probably your first video of you watching me. Maybe you watched me for some time and you may not really trust me, but I'm telling you right now, just please just try this fitness app. Just try it. It's totally for free. Just try it. Download the app. It's gonna be on Google Play Store very soon. I'm trying to get enough ones put it on Google Play Store. Oh man, if you're on iPhone, it's gonna be harder. On iPhone, actually, I don't even know if you're on iPhone. Just get into the app and just try it. Just try it and then just see whether it is whether it works or not. 'Cause I don't know if it works for iPhone users, but I know for Android it definitely does work well. Guys, whew, I'm happy for this. But yeah, I just want to tell you if you want to get stronger in your compound lifts, like bench press, squats, and deadlifts, I also say go for 3 days a week. If you want to get bigger and faster, I also say go for 3 days a week. But it's like, why is it that in fitness, the more you do, the less gains you make? Have you ever realized that? Because for me, when for your biceps, this is so apparent for biceps now. I'm on a streak right now. This is so apparent for biceps. Because for your biceps, everybody knows, right? For this is meant to be somebody's bicep, but like, you get what I mean. This is meant to be his bicep, right? So for your bicep, right? This is the bicep. So for your bicep, how many of you know that the more you train your biceps, the less gains you actually make? Yeah. How do I don't know how to do this right now. Okay, so this is like let's make this like a poll, right? Listen. For your biceps, this is how it works. I think it's how it works for every single muscle, to be honest. Yeah, I think it does. But for bicep, I know this definitely works for your bicep. Let's say this is the um amount of muscle you make. Yeah, amount of muscle you make, and amount of days you go in the gym. So days per week. So days. So days. So the more days you spend, so up here is about like 3 days a week. No, okay, up here is about like is that one time a week. One time that you train your bicep, right? This is about like two, and this is at oh, no, I know what to do. No, don't take this as days right now. Don't take this as days. Take this as take this as the amount of workouts you do for your biceps. So workouts you do or sets. Yes, with that workouts and whatever sets. You know what I mean. So the more sets you do, the less muscle you make. So this is how it honestly goes. It just keeps going down from there. Why is that? I honestly do not know. I don't know this whole science, but I know for sure that when I've tried to add in more workouts for my bicep, I also just feel like I'm just doing like way more. Like with my bicep, I feel like the peak that I can do for any of my muscle groups is just about 3 workouts. So for my legs, all I do is just I just do leg press and I do I'm thinking of adding I am thinking of adding a leg curling movement. Like was a quad I don't know like a leg machine call. Thinking of adding that. Right now what I do every time anywhere I'm at what I can do is also just a squats and deadlifts. That's all I do. Squat and deadlifts. Very, very honest. Squat and deadlifts. And then if this thing basically for my deadlift I go like super slow on my room. I don't know different between Romanian deadlift. One is I just try and do my best as straight leg RDL, so straight leg red deadlifts. And I try and go like straight because it really, really hits your hamstring. Right now I can also like okay, I can't really stretch my leg. Okay, I'm not getting any fatigue anymore. Obviously, when I do a straight leg deadlifts, I also feel like I make gains like very, very fast, and that's my hamstrings. Obviously, no guys looking at hamstrings like, oh, you have nice hamstring. No, no guys looking at that. But it's like it is nice to get like bigger legs as well, train your hamstring. So I do red deadlifts for that, and I just do squats and I moved on. I don't like doing. I hate doing this thing. I hate doing Bulgarians. I hate it. I hate doing calf raises, but I still do. But I still hate doing them, but I still do them. Bulgarians, I hate doing them. What I like doing is just quads. Sorry, just squats and deadlifts. Boom, done. I do not care if I'm missing like a little bit of gains on the table. I don't care because I know I'm going like my hardest on my squats. I'm using like a two-weight phenomenon. Is any video is gonna come out on that? My two-weight phenomenon. Two-weight phenomenon, basically making gains in your compound lifts. So for that's all I do for legs. And then if the machine is there, I'll do like a leg curl. But I still don't really like the leg curl. I don't really feel like that. But the one I really like doing is a quad, is a leg press. A leg I really like doing leg press. I'm just gonna say leg press. And I really like doing it. Abductors, I like doing my abductors because of it. It makes your legs look wider if you didn't know. So yeah, there's that. But basically for your arms and for any single muscle group, the more workouts you add it. For me, I feel like my peak is at 3 workouts. Anything past 3 workouts for the muscle per session. So that's like if I'm training twice per week, I do if I'm training twice per a week, I'll do about if I'm training twice per week, then that's workouts. The most to be honest is about 10. Yes, about 10. So for your triceps right now, for me, what I do for my triceps, the amount of sets I do for my triceps, right? I do my triceps like my tricep right now. I do 3 workouts for my triceps. Anything past 3 workouts, but not 3 sets for the week. So for my tricep, what I do GM press, then I do single. I used to do squat crunches before, but I changed it to single arm. But before I do my single arm, the first thing I do is always like a sort of tricep push down variation. I like that. I love that move. Tricep push down variation. But it's just like getting to like I'm getting to like the way you stand is sort of annoyingly hard for it. I hate that. Why not that? It tries to push down variation. I definitely like that. Then move on to a GM press. Ooh, I love that. And then finish off with a you can see the way I'm smiling. Finish off with a one arm dumbbell tricep overhead variation. Boom. I love that. That's like mwah, that's enough for me. But for that workout, I actually do my chest push down. I do 3 sets and I do 3 sets of this. And then I do like sometimes I might do 2 or 3, but mostly 3. So that's 3, 6, and I do 8. So I'm doing like 16 reps. So I'm doing 16 sets. Should probably reduce that. 3, 5, 7, 9. It's actually 18. I'm doing 18 sets for triceps a week if I was doing training twice a week. What I do right now is also I just do 10 sets. And that's about 10, right? So that's about 3, 5, 7, 9. That's about 9 to 10 sets. So I do 9 to 10 sets per week. This is honestly what I'll tell you guys on this car part. If you want to instead of you doing this in one session, 10 sets per week in one session, 10 sets in one session, break it down to about 5. For me, I'm doing this whole 10 because I like it and also because of, to be honest, that's like the amount I can go for a week. If I try and do this like double, my like my strength will tank down. My strength will honestly tank down. And also I'll just make him less gain. So it's like this is how the poll goes for it. Put this for another poll, right? So the more so this is why this is let's say about 10 sets. I've realized that I'm making the most amount of muscle and get the most amount of my strength back. I'm not obviously made like new strength. So I'm gonna obviously update you guys on this. I've not made new strength yet, right? So, but when it's like the more it sort of goes up like this, and then by the time it just gets to like 10, Time just reached time reached 10, just that's going down. You know, time reached 10, just that's going down like this. Honestly, it's onto like a sharper line. It's not like this, probably more like this. No, not even like that. Like so this goes like straight down, like uh, straight down. I've not honestly tried 11 or 12, but I know that I think I have honestly, like intuitively, I think I have, and my strength just goes way down. It's way harder for me to like hit the weights that I even did the last session. It's almost like a deload every single second week. It's like a deload from because I'm doing so many sets for it, which is just annoying. Like man doing 20 sets just for triceps alone, it's annoying. So that's why doing this 3 days a week doing this, I honestly feel like I'm making the most gains. But there's a matter about bulking. There's a matter about bulking. I've seen that when I'm trying to bulk up, I'm trying to like make the weights like throughout the rest of the week. Right now, my weight is honestly stalling. I'm gonna lie to you guys, my weight is stalling at this point. I'm just making a whole new series where I'm just bulking up to 73 kg. So I guess just having like a nice video for you. I'm gonna make a talking video about it soon. So my weight has been stalling. Most people have not been like I've not been tracking my calories, even though I built a whole fitness. I've not been tracking my calories. I've just been more focused on work. So I'm gonna start tracking my calories. I really want to like hit this weight, but also for you guys, I want to document this and show you guys what actually works and what doesn't work. So anyways, now that I've actually gotten this whole thing for you guys, oh yeah, I think this is everything. I still feel like there's something I want to teach you guys more about this. Okay, it's probably like one person that's watching that is still here. If you're watching you're basically like the only person that's still watching this at this point. So I only have like 106 subscribers. So anyways, what I must say right now. I just want to tell you 3 days a week is where I'm making the most amount of progress. You should definitely try this as well. 6 days a week, I honestly say drop the volume. So instead of me doing like 3 sets for that triceps, I want to do like maybe one or two. That's 2 4 6. Now do like another two again on another day. So that's like six here and then six here. So like 12. Or maybe I might just do like one hard set, like three, but then it doesn't really add up. You can say like, and I'm doing now on like three, that's six, doesn't add up. Then I have to like start adding. Okay, let's try and add right now. So that's about six right now. So I then add like two more workouts. So I had about two workouts. So I had I know right now we're at six. Okay, you guys probably confused, or I'm confused. So if I at 3 days per week and at 6 days per week, at 3 days per week I hit about 9 sets for all of my muscle groups. I'm topping about 9 sets. For chest is different because I'm doing like upper lower chest. But for upper, I still do like bench press for 3 sets. Then I do about incline bench press for that 3 sets. So that's 6 sets. Then I finish up with peg deck. I really nice. I really like peg deck. But now I'm going to my school again. There's no peg deck in my school, so it's like I can't really finish with a peg deck. I can't only finish with like bench, which is kind of sad. Actually finish up with a peg deck, and that 3 sets, so that's nine. So everything basically just 9 sets. But then if you want to go for if I want to go for 6 days a week, I would cut the sets down so I can be basically counting up to about 10. That's the goal. Nine, I'm very cool with nine. I do not want to increase anymore. This is why I feel like the most fun. This is why I feel the most fun, and I feel like I'm making the most gains. The most amount of people are coming up to me. Like the other week, a guy came up to me and was like, "I have his dream physique," and I think he's even older than me because he said that he's walking. I was like, "Bro, that's so cool, man. That's so cool. I'm making more gains. I'm more like interested in bodybuilding now, and more guys are coming up to me to come and tell me that I have their dream physique, which is nice. Like guys who are basically I've seen guys up to like 10, 20 years older than me. 10 is maybe not this way. And like 8 to 10 years or 8 to 15 years older than me. They come up to me and they're like, they sort of like glaze me. They'll be like, bro, I want to be like you someday. I'm 18. I'm 18. Someone who's at the age of being married is sir. Yeah, sir. And he's telling me that he wants to be like me. Basically, like he wants to like basically get my get my kind of physique. I don't have just physique parts. Imagine after like 10 years of doing this, 10 years of 10 years of me meditating, gratitude journaling, 10 years of me going to 10 years of me approaching girls and getting girls numbers and blah blah and better with girls and getting more smooth with girls and then building this online business. Oh my god, bro, I would be amazing by the great grace of God, bro. So this 6 days a week, right? What if we just cap this all down to three? Three, three. Now this is six. We have only 4 sets remaining. So but think about that, for me, I would honestly just end up doing 4. But it honestly just feels very weird. Like, this is why I wouldn't, unless unless I'm honestly sitting down, because I can honestly sit down and think about this very and start learning this. Maybe ChatGPT, but I don't want ChatGPT just doing like what is like most optimal for it, which is kind of weird. But what makes gains is different from what's most optimal. Sometimes it's the same, but most times it's not. But basically, I guess I'm just calculate for you guys since you guys are here. If we wanted to do 5 days a week, 6 days a week, sorry. Anybody who's like in the middle, I'm sorry, I don't really know what happens with like 4, because I don't like doing like you can definitely still do 4, but I don't know how it's gonna work. 5 and even 6, yeah, it's like, yeah, I honestly don't know what to do for 4, 5 and 6. I do not know what to do. 3 is where I'm inside right now. A few weeks or a few months later, I'm also tell you guys, oh yeah, I've been trying 5 days a week and I've found out what really works. I found out what really works. I've trying 4, I've been trying 5. Like, you get what I mean. But for now, to be honest, this is where I'm making the most gains. I hit 4 and 5 the worst, and 6 is something I can still deal with, but it's kind of annoying. I'm not like that excited to go to the gym when I'm going to the gym 6 days a week. It kind of just feels like boredom. But at 6 days a week, I am staying less away from people. I'm more with like gym bros, so I kind of also like that as well. I like being around people like my type more than people who just like sit down and then I'm at home and then I'm more likely to eat junk food. Not really junk food, but like for me, junk food is anything fried. I don't eat fried food. I'm like been slacking off my diet lately, so that's really annoying me. But yeah, slacking off my diet. I've been slacking off on walking, and I was just to myself that hey, if I make this video, I can basically just go and watch like continue watching a series, and when my younger brother come back my travel, I'm just gonna like just continue making another YouTube video, and I still have like some reels to make. So it's like I enjoy this, but I'm still gonna go and watch a series again. But thank you for watching this video. I really hope that this helps you to basically make as much gains as possible. These are kind of things that I honestly sell for like as courses or modules. But yeah, and if you guys actually have a free module, aesthetics maxing course, my Instagram, so you can just go and find that. Just says Natty Joshua's aesthetics maxing course. Or if you want to just have the full I think about 2 hours, about yeah, 1 or 2 hours of it just me explaining everything about aesthetics maxing. I've been going to the gym for 6 months, and I've had more girls come up to me and they'll be like, they don't really touch my arm. Some of them they'll be like pounding my chest. Then another one they'll like hold my arm. Like just like a few months of lifting, man. A few months, man. A few months. It's like you can definitely learn a lot from me. I don't care whether you're older or you're younger. Even if you're older, or honestly say if you honestly even learn more because of I honestly my heart goes out to you if you're older and you're actually watching this video. Watch this video all the way to the end because of it's hard, man. It's hard for you to sit down and watch a guy who you are older than giving you advice and you're actually taking it. That honestly shows that yeah, I don't know what the word for it, but you're basically a good human being. Thank you for watching this, and of course, just check out the fitness app below and check out the aesthetics maxing course. And I also have a maxing course as well down below. Just check it out if you want to. Just check it out, alright? And yeah, thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember, God loves you, and yeah, peace out, nigga.